آموزش سریع مکالمه انگلیسی. روز 66. درس 66.
Listen to this conversation.
Tell me, Mr. Robles, what do you do?
I work for ICA. I'm an engineer.
And how long have you been here in New York?
Since yesterday. I arrived yesterday morning.
Are you here for work, or are you on vacation?
On vacation. My sister is married to an American, and she lives here in the city. I try to visit her often.
That's why your English is so good.
گفت That's why your English is so good.
یعنی واسه همین انگلیسی اینقدر خوبه.
Listen again.
Tell me, Mr. Robles, what do you do?
I work for ICA. I'm an engineer.
And how long have you been here in New York?
Since yesterday. I arrived yesterday morning.
Are you here for work, or are you on vacation?
On vacation. My sister is married to an American, and she lives here in the city. I try to visit her often.
That's why your English is so good.
You're speaking with an American acquaintance. She says,
برادرم مکزیک زندگی میکنه.
My brother lives in Mexico.
مهندسه.
He's an engineer.
و واسه یه شرکت آمریکایی کار میکنه.
And he works for an American company.
در پوئبلا.
In Puebla.
ask how long he's lived there.
How long has he lived there?
She answers,
خیلی وقت، واسه یه مدت طولانی.
For a long time. A long time.
تقریباً 10 سال.
Almost 10 years.
زمستون گذشته رفتم مکزیک.
Last winter I went to Mexico.
واسه دیدن کردن از برادرم.
To visit my brother.
try to say,
سعی کردم اسپانیولی یاد بگیرم.
I tried to learn Spanish.
ولی آسون نبود.
But it wasn't easy.
tell her,
آره اسپانیولی سخته.
Yes, Spanish is difficult.
به سختی انگلیسیه.
It's as difficult as English. As difficult as. It's as difficult as English.
how does she ask?
اینطور فکر میکنی؟
Do you think so?
Now ask her if her brother is married.
Is your brother married?
She says,
آره خانمش انگلیسی درس میده.
Yes, his wife teaches English.
say that your sister's a teacher too.
My sister's a teacher too.
Say,
اسپانیولی تدریس میکنه.
She teaches Spanish.
با یه آمریکایی ازدواج کرده.
She's married to an American.
مدیر فروشگاه شوهره.
He's a department store manager.
She asks,
کجا زندگی میکنن؟
Where do they live?
answer,
در سان فرانسیسکو.
In San Francisco.
خیلی وقت اونجا زندگی کردن.
They've lived there for a long time.
خواهرم حالا انگلیسی خیلی خوب صحبت میکنه.
My sister speaks English very well now. She speaks very well.
she says,
سان فرانسیسکو شهر قشنگیه.
San Francisco is a beautiful city.
try to say,
تقریباً به قشنگی پوئبلاست.
It's almost as beautiful as Puebla.
now she says,
انگلیسیت خیلی خوبه.
Your English is very good.
کجا اونو یاد گرفتی؟
Where did you learn it?
now try to ask,
کجا یاد گرفتی اونو حرف بزنی؟
Where did you learn to speak it? To speak it. Learn to speak. Where did you learn to speak it?
say,
در مکزیک.
In Mexico.
در مکزیک انگلیسی یاد گرفتم.
I learned English in Mexico. Learned.
say that you studied it for a long time.
I studied it for a long time.
she says,
خب انگلیسیت واقعا خوبه.
Well, your English is really very good.
اینجا well معنی به هر حال میده. ازش تشکر کنید.
Thank you.
say again,
مدت زیادی خوندمش.
I studied it for a long time.
say,
ولی انگلیسی آسون نیست.
But English isn't easy.
انگلیسی سخته.
English is difficult. English is difficult.
she says,
اسپانیولی همونقدر سخته که انگلیسی.
Spanish is as difficult as English.
ask,
اینطور فکر میکنی؟
Do you think so?
فکر میکنم.
I think.
Say that you think Spanish is easier than English.
I think Spanish is easier than English.
Say again.
فکر کنم اسپانیولی از انگلیسی آسان‌تره.
I think Spanish is easier than English.
Now she asks,
برادر داری؟
Do you have any brothers? Any brothers?
tell her that you have one brother.
I have one brother.
مهندسه.
He's an engineer.
واسه یه شرکت کوچیک در مورلیا کار میکنه.
He works for a small company in Morelia.
کارشو دوست داره.
He likes his job.
ولی خیلی آسون نیست.
But it's not very easy. It isn't very easy.
Now you and a colleague are going to have dinner in a restaurant. You and a colleague are going to have dinner in a restaurant. The waiter says,
اینم منو. بفرمایید منو. لیست غذا.
listen and repeat. Here's the menu. 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 Say,
بفرمایید منو.
here's the menu.
بپرسین شراب قرمز میل داری؟
Would you like red wine
یا شراب سفید؟
or white wine? Or white wine?
She answers,
من شراب سفید ترجیح میدم. ترجیح دادن.
listen and repeat.
Prefer. 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 I prefer.
Try to say,
شراب سفید ترجیح میدم.
I prefer white wine.
ترجیح دادن دو جوره. یکیش هست
rather. I'd rather stay home.
معمولا وقتی انتخاب بین دو چیز باشه میگید
Prefer.
بگید شراب سفید ترجیح میدم.
I prefer white wine.
Ask,
تو چطور؟
And you?
say,
منم شراب سفید ترجیح میدم.
I prefer white wine too.
now you want to say,
این میشه شیشه. بطری.
listen and repeat.
Bottle. Bottle. Oh. Bot. Bottle.
Try to say,
یه شیشه شراب سفید.
A bottle of white wine. A bottle of white wine.
این میشه سفارش دادن، دستور دادن.
listen and repeat.
Order. Der. Or. Order. To order.
Try to say,
بیا سفارش بدیم. بیا بگیم بیارن.
Let's order.
یه شیشه شراب سفید.
A bottle of white wine.
try to say,
هر دوتاییمون شراب سفید ترجیح میدیم.
We both prefer white wine.
بیا دستور یه بطل شراب سفید بدیم.
Let's order a bottle of white wine.
now the waiter comes back. He asks,
آماده اید سفارش بدید؟
listen, are you ready to order? Are you ready to order?
آماده.
Listen and repeat. Ready. D. Red. Ready. Say,
آماده.
ready. Ready to order. Try to ask,
آماده اید سفارش بدید؟
are you ready to order?
جواب مثبت.
Yes, we are.
بگید ما آماده دستوریم.
We're ready to order.
و یه شیشه شراب سفید میل داریم.
And we'd like a bottle of white wine.
Now you want to ask the waiter,
شما چی پیشنهاد میکنین؟
listen and repeat.
What do you recommend? Recommend. Recommend.
Ask,
شما چی پیشنهاد میکنین؟
What do you recommend?
شما کدوم شراب رو توصیه میکنین؟
Which wine do you recommend?
گارسونه به لیست اشاره میکنه و میگه این یکی خیلی خوبه.
listen and repeat. This one is very good. 1. This one. This one is very good.
بگید این یکی خیلی خوبه.
This one is very good.
ولی من این یکی رو ترجیح میدم.
But I prefer this one.
باشه پس آماده دستوریم.
All right, then we're ready to order.
یه شیشه از این شراب میل داریم.
We'd like a bottle of this wine.
How does the waiter say?
بله اون شراب خوبیه.
Yes, that's a good wine. Try to say,
اون یکی خوبه.
that one is good. Now he says,
من توصیهش میکنم.
I recommend it.
حالا راجع به فلوریدا صحبت میکنید. بگید دخترم فلوریدا زندگی میکنه.
My daughter lives in Florida.
یه مدیر در
First Bank of Miami.
She's a manager at First Bank of Miami.
شوهرش مهندسه.
Her husband is an engineer.
اغلب تو زمستون ازشون دیدن میکنم.
I often visit them in the winter. I often visit them.
Your colleague says,
پسر منم مهندسه.
My son is an engineer too.
واسه یه شرکت کوچیکی تو سیاتل کار میکنه.
He works for a small company in Seattle.
از سیاتل خوشش میاد.
He likes Seattle,
ولی اونجا خیلی بارون میاد.
but it rains a lot there.
now she says,
انگلیسی خیلی خوبه.
Your English is very good.
کجا یاد گرفتی اونو صحبت کنی؟
Where did you learn to speak it?
say,
در مکزیک انگلیسی یاد گرفتم.
I learned English in Mexico.
مدت زیادی اونو خوندم.
I studied it for a long time.
انگلیسی سخته.
English is difficult.
she says,
اسپانیولی هم سخته.
Spanish is difficult too.
فکر میکنم اسپانیولی به سختی انگلیسیه.
I think Spanish is as difficult as English.
say,
واقعا من فکر میکنم
Really? I think.
فکر میکنم اسپانیولی از انگلیسی آسان‌تره.
I think Spanish is easier than English.
یه روز دیگه است. گارسون چطوری میپرسه که ببینه آیا برای دستور آماده این؟
Are you ready to order?
شما چی توصیه میکنین؟
What do you recommend?
این میشه بیفتک.
Listen and repeat.
Steak. Steak. Steak.
بگید بیفتک خیلی خوبه.
The steak is very good.
Say,
اوکی ما بیفتک رو میل داریم.
Okay, we'd like the steak. We'd like.
say that you'd both like the steak.
We'd both like the steak. We'd both like. We'd both like the steak.
یه شیشه شراب قرمزم میل داریم.
We'd like a bottle of red wine, too.
Say,
من شراب سفید ترجیح میدم.
I prefer white wine.
ولی با بیفتک
But with steak,
شراب قرمز بهتره.
red wine is better. With steak, red wine is better.
it's another evening in another restaurant.
گارسونه چجوری میگه بفرمایید منوی ما؟
Here's our menu.
و لیست شراب.
And the wine list.
A few minutes later, she comes back.
آماده دستور هستین؟
Are you ready to order?
جواب مثبت.
Yes, we are.
Say,
اول یه شیشه شراب قرمز میل داریم.
First, we'd like a bottle of red wine.
ask her which one she recommends.
Which one do you recommend? Which one?
این یکی خیلی خوبه.
This one is very good.
Say,
اوکی پس یه باد از این شراب میل داریم.
Okay, then we'd like a bottle of this wine.
و هر دوتامون بیفتک میل داریم.
And we'd both like the steak.
پایان درس 66.